Hey guys, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Omaribi Daisy here again. Thanks for clicking on this video. Thanks for joining in as always. I want to talk about Nigeria. It's long overdue. Yes, I'm no longer in Nigeria, or I'm not in Nigeria at the moment. I live in Canada. In case you don't know, I live in Winnipeg, Manitoba in Canada, but I'm a confirmed Niger babe. And it would be somehow to have a platform and I don't get to express myself about what is happening in my country. I just feel it to be somehow. I talk about it with my family, I talk about it with my friends. Why not talk about it with my YouTube family? Yes, with my YouTube family, with my YouTube friends. I want to have, it's going to be like a conversation. So please leave your comments, below in the comment section. We need to talk about what's happening in Nigeria. It's getting too much and I just need to express myself. I also need to, it's going to be a bit of ranting and also going to get to the point where I would actually ask the question that is what is happening in Nigeria enough reason for people to relocate, for people to Japa, or are people just, over exaggerating the situations of things in Nigeria and just using it as an excuse to Japa, to relocate? Please, if this is something you're interested in, please sit tight, relax, and just let's get straight to this video. Like I said earlier on, even though I live in Canada, even though I have intentions of, getting my Canadian citizenship and, just having a full status in Canada, I am firstly a Nigerian. So whenever things are happening back home, even though I'm not back home, it's still going to hurt. Not just because I have family home, not just because I have friends back home, but just because I'm a Nigerian and I really do want Nigeria to get better. I really do pray for Nigeria to get better. And even though it's kind of seeming like hopes are getting lost, we still don't want to lose hope. We are still trying and hoping and praying, having that, expectation that eventually things will get better. But that is not what's happening at the moment. A lot is happening in Nigeria. And I just feel I need to just talk about it. I need to rant about it. I need to, just express myself about it. At the end of the day, there are so many of us that would have wished things were okay in Nigeria, regardless of whether we still want to travel out of the country for vacations, for other purposes. But a lot of us will not have wanted to relocate for the purpose of living here permanently if things were fine in Nigeria. So it still hurts when we all see what is happening, how bad things have gotten. I remember when I was in Nigeria, prior to my relocation, like very close to my relocation, when we're still waiting for our, PPR, passport request, we were seeing how things were going. And we're like, God, please, let IRCC just respond to us. Let's just get this PPR. Let's just get out of this country and just start a new life. We're at that point in time thinking things can't just get worse than this. This is the height. We're already experiencing fuel scarcity. That's 2022. Like serious fuel scarcity that we go to queue for fuel and you will still not get to buy fuel. You can spend hours and you will still not get to buy fuel, especially when you want to put fuel in your gen. There were issues, as in there were fluctuations in the exchange rate. Sometimes it would just go so high, sometimes it would just reduce by a bit. We're even worried about our proof of fund because of the exchange rates. That was 2022. Now we're approaching 2025. And you wouldn't believe, obviously I know if you're a Nigerian, that things have gotten almost 100% worse than it used to be, than that time. And that time, things were also bad than it used to be. Imagine 2 years after, and things have not gotten better. Not one thing has gotten better. Are we talking about the fuel? There's almost nothing you can do in Nigeria without fuel because we have bad electricity. Our electricity supply is not as good. I heard that if you have like a plan now, I've forgotten what it's called, you probably will get better electricity than before, but not everybody can afford that plan. So electricity is still not constant. And because of that, a lot of people have to still rely on buying fuel to, fuel their generators and, other things that you just need to run their day-to-day activities, aside from those who even have cars. If you have a car, you can still choose to say, okay, let me park my car and I'll just enter public transport, I will enter Uber. It might be expensive, but it might still be a bit better than having to queue to buy fuel into your cars. But when it comes to electricity, you need electricity for so many things. Imagine there is no light. You need electricity for your fridge, you need electricity to be able to do certain things. You just need electricity for so many things. And imagine the price of fuel being over 1,000 naira. When I was still in Nigeria, I think fuel was around maybe 2 to 300 naira per liter. I think, or maybe I think 200 something, 200 and something per liter. And it has increased by over, I don't even know, is it over 200% or over 500%? I don't even know the percentage I will call it. Over 1,000 naira per liter. How much are people earning? How much is an average person in Nigeria who is just, doing a normal job, a normal 9 to 5 job, who is not rich? This is not even poor. Just someone who is average. How much are they earning? Let's say between the range of 50,000 naira to about maybe 150 or 200,000 naira. If you spend all your money on fuel, what is left? What is left? We're talking about feeding. The cost of food keeps increasing every single time. Imagine you go and price something today, and while you're pricing, you say, oh, let me just walk forward to, I'll come back. You know how we used to do shakara now, that you price it, lolele, how much is this? They'll tell you, oh, 2,500 naira. Ṣé kò gba 2,000? Kò gba o, nǹkan tí wọ́n. Things are expensive. Oh, Mumbo, you go to another place. My dear, when you come back to that place that you were pricing, the price might have gone up to 3,000. And there's nothing you can do. I've had so many people give me instances of them experiencing that. So you even have to rush and buy that thing, even though it's expensive for you. Some people don't even eat beef in their house. Some people cannot afford to eat fish. Like, some people cannot afford to eat 3 times. Even those who used to manage to eat 2 times, they've probably just reduced it to just eating once. People are going through a lot. Sometimes when I, talk to my parents, my dad, I talk to my siblings, it's very hard for me to ask these days, how is Nigeria? Because they are tired. You are tired to the point complaining self is draining, because what's the point? When you're complaining, you're stressed, you're having headache, and you know that nothing is going to be done after you complain. Those who have been hoping, holding on to hope, holding on to things getting a bit better, they are tired. You wake up in the morning, you don't know what you're going to expect. Is it the exchange rate? Imagine 1,000 Canadian dollars is almost how much? I'll write it on the screen. I'm very sure it's over 1 million. Because I saw someone who posted that 2,000 US dollars is 3.4 million naira. So you can imagine the way Nigerian money is just reducing and losing all the value that it has lost. It is now, it was on zero before, now it's a negative. Our country is a country that consumes. We don't export, we do more of importing. Even our fuel, we export the crude oil, we have to import the refined oil. So because of we are importing, the exchange rate will affect us. So imagine people who are importing the slightest of things. You go to the market, things will go up. Even people that are manufacturing goods in Nigeria, their raw materials are mostly being imported. So it's going to still affect the price of the end product. Then how do we cope? I'm using we because I have ties back home. I have family back home. I feel it. I feel for people. I feel for my friends. I feel for my loved ones. I feel for people that I have either like blood relationship with, or even just acquaintances, people that I see that didn't even have a job before, that were managing, people that were managing to sell few things, maybe pure water. What will a pure water seller do now? What will people who are doing the barest minimum to make money, what will they do now? I heard that one pack of Indomie, like one sachet of Indomie, is 400 naira. Egg is 200 naira. Please let me know the prices of things, like basic things, in the comment section, because I need to even know in your location, wherever it is you're in Nigeria. It's painful. Like, no matter how I feel grateful that I'm in Canada and everything, there is no way I would not wish for things to be better in Nigeria. A lot of times, we miss home and we say, oh, I want to go back home. I know of people who have gone home, they couldn't wait to come back. Yes, obviously, we have two sides in this life. We have people who are still enjoying Nigeria. Obviously, they have more money. They have money. Some people, regardless of what is happening, they still prefer certain things in Nigeria than living abroad, obviously. But I can tell you that a very large percentage of people, even those who are rich, are complaining. They are feeling it. Yes, they might be able to afford certain things regardless because they have money, but there is no way you will not feel it. I really do hope the government start being, considerate of the people to a large extent. I know that it seems like I'm asking for something that is almost impossible, but I just hope and pray that something happens because it's really painful. Like, I don't even know where to even, like, if I want to complain, I complained when I was in Nigeria. But even now I'm in Canada, there is no way I will not complain because imagine you calling your siblings, calling your parents, and you can't ask them except if you want to just hear the general response, which is fine. But if you really want to know how they are, you know that they are not fine. There's still insecurity. There's still a lot of things that still happens. Flooding, bad health, a lot of things that still happen. And things are now still getting worse. In era, discomfort. People are still going through discomfort. See, I just don't want to overrant. And with this, some people have now decided to relocate. And you will still hear certain people say, oh, it's not kiniko. If everybody relocates, who will be left to take care of the country? First of all, not everybody will be able to relocate. Not everybody will want to relocate. Like I said, even regardless of what is happening in Nigeria, there are still lots of people who will still, we all still love Nigeria, but who will still love living in Nigeria because first of all, they can't live in cold weather, in places where the weather is cold. Some people can't just follow the rules and regulations in some other countries. Some people don't like the tax that they have to pay in other countries. Some people like the faji, the enjoyment, the partying, the lifestyle of living in Nigeria that they will not get abroad. So not everybody will relocate. So the idea of if everybody will relocate, who will be left? Yes, we know that the skilled individuals, the skilled population are relocating. But will you blame them? Imagine being a doctor and they still owe you salaries. Imagine being a doctor and you are drained, overworked. You do shift upon shift upon shift. You have no time for your friends. You have no time for your family. You celebrate that you've done your convocation, your induction. You are happy you're a doctor. When you start practicing, you start regretting. That will send you a message. Let's not talk of other professions. You wake up in the morning, you are thinking. You don't know what you're going to meet on the road. You don't know what you're going to meet in. You don't know what the day will bring. And these people now realize that it's not working for me, and you want to trip them. You want to make them feel bad. You want to make them second guess that decision of wanting to relocate. No. First of all, not everybody would want to relocate. Secondly, not everybody would be able to relocate for one reason or the other. Either they don't have the finance, either they don't have the documents, either they don't have the patience, either they don't know even where to start from, and they end up procrastinating. But for those who are ready to relocate, there's nothing wrong. Oh, you'll be a second class citizen. Okay, the country you're a first class citizen. What has it done for you? Yes, some people are able to stay back home and try their best to make the changes that they want to see in the world, they want to see in the country. Some are able to try that. Some are able to, be employers. They're able to start businesses. They're able to do certain things. But not everybody can do that. Mentally, physically, financially, not everybody can do that. Some people can help right from diaspora. Is when it comes to this diaspora, they're able to help, whether they get jobs that can help them raise money to send back home to support people, not even just their family, that they probably would not have been able to do when they were back home, when they were living in Nigeria. And that's not a bad thing. Some people might do all the things they need to do, get their jobs, spend a couple of years abroad, and be able to have enough money to go back home and set up something. But guess what? Even setting up that business would frustrate. Nigeria would frustrate. Even setting up that business. Do you know what they call "May Nigeria not happen to you"? Imagine that phrase or that sentence. There are so many people who have shared stories of "May Nigeria not happen to you." Is it medical negligence? Is it accidents that are very avoidable? I know that, yes, everything is still from the Almighty. But sometimes when you see the cause, you'll be like, it shouldn't have happened this way. Is it? I don't even know what to say. So I'm one of those people who would never discourage, who would never, even if I know that things are not easy here. But trust me, if you come here through the right pathway, if you come here prepared with the right mindset, things will get better over time. If you are patient, things will get better over time when you come here. The thing I would just say is make sure the process you're using to relocate is the right process. There's this saying that I heard from somebody in an interview. If you rush to relocate, you will not enjoy it. But if you take your time and follow the right pathway, you will enjoy it. You will enjoy the system. The system would work for you, not against you. It might be a rough road in the initial stage, but it will be worth it over time. So I'm not going to blame anybody who chooses to relocate because of the situation of the country. It is enough reason to relocate. Imagine you have money, you are living life with your family, you're earning six figures. At some point, that six figures will mean nothing. So while it still means something, it's not better if it is something you want to do. I'm never going to encourage somebody to relocate if they don't want to relocate, because at the end of the day, as Nigeria is, as Nigeria is going through a lot, as the situation of things in Nigeria are, people are still making it, people are still making money, people are still living happy lives, and it's okay. We still hope and pray that things get better so that more people can live happy life, so that an average Nigerian who is not necessarily rich can live a good life. But for those who want to relocate, it's okay if you want to, as long as you do it right, because that money that you have, before you know it, it will mean nothing. To do French exam, the money has doubled, has tripled. To do IELTS, the money has tripled. Everything is expensive. Even the relocation is expensive. That's to let you know that you cannot be broke and relocate. So I don't blame anybody who wants to relocate. I'm going to encourage you that if Nigeria is hard and you feel you want to relocate, just for yourself, your family, even for those you are leaving back home, so that at least some of you can be able to support those back home, those who are not able to relocate or those who don't want to relocate. It's enough reason to. It's enough. You're going to hear so many discouraging things. You're going to hear so many people say, oh, you'll suffer. Your journey and their journeys are different. Your situation and their situations are different. The mistakes they've made, you can learn from it and not make those mistakes, so that when you relocate, your relocation process, your settlement process would be easy. When I say easy, it should not be something that you regret. You have that starting phase, the settlement phase, that will not be so easy initially, but you're going to overcome it because you prepared. You prepared financially, you prepared mentally, you prepared physically for it. Even if you were a boss back home, prepare your mind for that. Even if you had drivers, house helps, prepare your mind that you're starting from zero. Some people might be lucky and get the goal job, the dream job. But in case you don't, prepare your mind so that you don't regret relocating. Like I said, I'm not saying everybody has to relocate. Not everybody will be able to relocate. There are millions, all right, the population of Nigeria. Why so many in Nigeria? So not everybody will be able to relocate. But guess what? One person that relocates can help thousands of people. That might not even be your reason of relocating, but that's also something that can be beneficial to those who you left back home, to new people you get to meet, to people you want to support that you don't even know, because things are really hard. And I just want to say that if you have people back home that are going through a lot, try your best within your capacity to help. I know that things are not easy abroad too, but trust me, you can eat. Trust me, there's 247 electricity. Trust me, you're still enjoying certain things that these people don't even know when they will ever enjoy it. So within your capacity, whatever it is you can support anybody with, even if it is 5,000 naira. There's some people that always feel they need to have like a lot of money before they help. I'm not one of those people. I feel even if it is 1K, you can send to somebody. It's just an example. Send it. Even if it is 5,000, that you can send to somebody for someone to just have a meal, send it. Don't wait till you have 100,000 because it might never happen. Don't wait till you have 200,000, 1 million, or 500,000 before you help whoever it is you can help. That's just a suggestion. And that's all I have to say. I hope this ranting was not all over the place. I just needed to express myself about what is going on in Nigeria. I have a lot to say, but I don't want it to be too long. Please, my friends and my family, my YouTube people living in Nigeria, even living anywhere that has family in Nigeria, please let me know what you feel about what is going on in Nigeria. Just express yourself, pour your mind out in the comment section below. And if we have, let's discuss about it. We need to pray for Nigeria and hope that things get better. It's always good to still have faith. It's always good to still believe, even though we have it in mind that we don't even know if Nigeria will ever get better. But we still have to have faith. We have to pray that the Almighty makes Nigeria better. Makes all the people that doesn't want or don't want Nigeria to get better. Stop that their plan. The Almighty make that plan not come to fruition, so that Nigeria does not destroy completely. It's really bad. And I'm really sad, and I'm hopeful that things get better. I really don't know what to say, but I'm just hopeful. We have to just be hopeful as Nigerians. I hope this video was not all over the place. I hope we're able to learn something. I hope I was able to express myself well. If you have anything to say, like I said, and to share, please leave it in the comment section below. Please, let's be respectful, let's be mindful, let's be kind in the comment section. And I hope you liked this video. If you did, please don't forget to give my video a thumbs up. As always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Don't forget to turn on the post notification bell so that whenever I upload new videos, you'll be the very first one to hear about it. Till next time, make sure you stay safe, take good care of yourself, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.
Is it only me? Do you feel I'm sinking? Trying desperately.